service. If you call LASA, I had an elderly person tell me she called LASA, she wanted to get information. You guys are investing in websites and all these other things. No one answers the phone at LASA. Also, 2 people said they got the grievance at the grievance email. No one responds. If you call right now before you make a vote, call LASA. Just call right now as an individual needing help. No one's going to answer the telephone. So how is it that you're giving this department millions and millions of dollars and they can't have a basic phone answering service to tell people where to go, what website to use? But you keep implementing other millions of dollars to other departments, but they don't even pick up the phone during business hours. How is that helping people that may not have a computer that are homeless? And it's very, very, very biased. And I feel that things should be changed, and people need to have an answering service or way to communicate. A lot of people may not have access to a phone. The one call they get, they should be able to
Next speaker, please.
Go to this website. Thank you.
Roy Humphrey, you may begin.
Okay, once again, we have these county board of supervisors enabling the process as they try to allegedly cure it, and as on LASA and so forth, been at there over 10 years. I think we're going on 12 years in that. And what are you doing with these people that are getting all this tax money and so forth for, was it $35,000 to put one in? What are they doing for a payback, or is this just a charity unending situation? And it's something that you failed miserably, and I can see that timer on the screen here isn't worth a damn, but there's nothing new on that. What are you doing to have transient encampments for those who refuse to accept the handouts from this? And that's where you have failed so miserably to be able to get these people off the streets and out from underneath the bridges. People are disgraceful. We can't wait till Villanueva replaces Han so we can get some testosterone in the mix here. Hallelujah. Thank you.
Next speaker, please. We're now going in.
No further speakers.
They're done a great job with doing that and things like that. I'm a product of the DHS as well, but here's the problem: is we need to claim 1/3 of eminent domain to resolve the issue for the homeless problem. Until we get that done, we call for emergency, but the landlords are not working with us and things like that. So that's become a tremendous problem. I've been rejected out of 2 or 3 places with the landlords. At DHS as well, but here's the problem: is we need to claim 1/3 of eminent domain to resolve the issue for the homeless problem. Until we get that done, we call for emergency, but the landlords are not working with us and things like that. So that's become a tremendous problem. I've been rejected out of 2 or 3 places where the landlord says, "Well, I'm homeless. Do you have a credit score?" That's nonsense. We need to claim eminent domain. We've been going through this since 2004. Sarah, you've done a great job. Thanks for fostering me. Thank you, Han, for going through this with me for 20 years, since 2004, since the injunction. Hey, we come a long ways, but we have a long ways to go. And if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Next speaker, thank you.
Hi, my name is Salam Alem. I happen to be active volunteer, and I do know about LASA very well. The callers are absolutely correct. They don't return phone calls. They don't help people. So I don't know why you give them so much power. I don't. Destroying the money just like that. That's one of the reasons people are suffering. And then, as of the other agencies, the so-called, they're helping homeless people, and no, they don't. I have seen it firsthand. I'm also a mother whose daughter has been through a lot. When that day comes when you want to talk to me, when my elected officials want to listen, I will tell you a story. You need to listen, people. Otherwise, you will never fix it. As of insufficient affordable apartment, look, La Cienega and Jefferson.
Thank you. Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for your service to Los Angeles County. My name is Donicia Augustus, and I just wondered, after hearing the LASA representative speak about the difference in how many units our folks have been housed, 1,900 versus, I think Representative Hahn said $1 million. I just wonder, how long is it taking to get those 1,900 people housed from your system? It seemed that you had a definitive number about how many folks it takes to get housed in other agencies. I just wondered, how long does it take for your agency, especially since others are saying they've applied or are reaching out and aren't getting any service? So how long is it actually taking those folks to get through your service to get housing?
Next speaker, please.
Hi, I'm between places, which means I left my last place in July. Been freezing outside ever since. I thought about the homelessness, and if Lhasa mentions, I'll speak. Stop treating Lhasa as heroes. What Lhasa does is put people out on the street, call the homeless count, take pictures, send it to Washington, who funds you hundreds of thousands to $1 million to line the pockets of people who do the opposite of what they want to do. I appreciate the minimization of use homelessness. Because of like people sleeping outdoors, you think home, you're thinking rents. And I mean, this Crusoe character is giving lots of money to contractors when there's plenty of places to sleep indoors. You just don't have the money for it. And also, I don't like people in shelters putting people out on the streets. You put everybody in housing, so people wouldn't have jobs. If the police comes, they don't want you here, at least try to mediate instead of siding with people, taking taxpayers' money and doing the opposite. Thank you.
Next speaker.
Yes, thank you. Again, Arnold Sachs this morning. First of all, I'd like to thank the Board of Supervisors for doing absolutely nothing for the last 15 years. I started coming to these meetings in 2008. The board's budget was $18 billion. The city's budget was $8 billion. Metro's budget was about $10 billion. This past year, the board's budget is almost $48 billion. The city's budget is $15 billion. Metro's budget is almost $18 billion. That's almost $80 billion. What the fuck are you doing? If you hadn't told Martin Riley Thomas not to pay, we would have had this project solved.
We're talking about homelessness. Can you please focus your comments on the topic
The
of
affordable
homelessness?
care, you're talking about homelessness, yet in 2023 in January, you had a homeless crisis. All of a sudden, it's homelessness. You're just stealing public funds. That's all you've done is steal public funds. Thank you very much, Janice Hahn.
We're focusing
You know,
our
your
comments once
ex-husband.
again on homelessness. Thank you.
And
Thank you. Any other speakers?
No other speakers, Madam Chair.
Okay, this report is received and filed. Hearing no objections, that will be the order. We're moving on to item 59B, healthcare for contracted employees, which was held by Supervisor Hahn for